To Nike or not to Nike? That is the question in today's Money Mouth Marketing Mastery. Hey guys, it's Antonio with another Money Mouth Marketing Mastery, and today's Marketing Mastery is what we call an off-the-cuff Marketing Mastery. I don't really have a specific agenda for today other than just to state my opinion and provide you with a lesson that you can take into your business. So, if you haven't heard, Nike has endorsed, if you will, Colin Kaepernick by placing him in their prominent new campaign. And they have a slogan that goes along with it, which is, believe in something even if it means risking everything. And bravo, I got to tell you, bravo for Nike. Now, I don't tend to get these marketing mastery tips into the political realm and social commentary, but I am going to state my opinion, and you guys are always welcome to state your opinion. But what I do want you to do is actually hear what I'm saying. I want you to hear what I'm saying and not get distracted like kneeling on the football field does distract people. So let's start there. The one thing I'm saying is this, and I'll repeat this at the end so you can have a takeaway. The one thing I'm saying is this: your business should stand for something. Your business should stand for something. And your business, you and your business should be willing to risk your business for what you believe in. That's the biggest takeaway that I want you to take from this. So before I get into the rest of the dialogue, all right, because the rest of the dialogue is distraction and it's going to get you distracted. All those types of things. People kneeling on the field and this, right? That's what's going to happen in your minds while I'm saying the rest of this. But the real lesson and the purpose of me doing these marketing masteries is so that you can take these lessons into your business and grow your business, right? So the lesson, if you want to stop it right after I say this and don't listen to the rest of it, take that and use that in your business. What do you stand for? Are you a Christian? Do you stand for Christianity in your business? Are you not Christian? Are you Muslim? Do you stand for Islam in your business? Are you a feminist? And do you stand for feminism or women's empowerment in your business? What do you stand for in your business? And I'm not talking about attaching yourself to social causes so that you can get more business out of it. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the foundation of the business you are in. One of the things that I respect about Chick-fil-A, when I used to eat meat, right? I used to hate that they were closed on Sundays, but I respect the fact that they're closed on Sundays because that is them standing behind their beliefs. They could make more money. They absolutely positively could make more money by opening up on Sundays. I mean, I'm talking about a chicken biscuit before church. I mean, you can't forget about it. You couldn't ask for anything better than that, right? And for my international folks, Chick-fil-A, if you're not familiar, is one of the largest, or let me put it this way, one of the most successful, let me say that. Chick-fil-A is one of the most successful fast food chains in the United States. I'm going to imagine that they're probably international. I'm going to imagine that they are. I don't know, haven't checked, but if you're not familiar with Chick-fil-A, that's who they are. And I say one of the most successful and not the largest because they're not the largest, but they are very, very profitable at the end of the day. And they're very successful in the space because they have very loyal customers who are willing to deal with the fact that they're closed on Sundays. They're closed on Sundays. There is a furniture store that is very near where I live. I drive past the store quite frequently on the road, on the street that I drive to get home. And in their marquee, there's the name of the furniture store, and in the marquee where most people will put, hey, we have this on sale, put this on layaway, whatever the case may be, right? Where most businesses tend to put advertising in their marquee, this person always puts a scripture. They always put a scripture. And I'll show you a picture of one of them. But they always use a scripture in their marquee. Nothing about the furniture that they sell. Nothing about the furniture, but a scripture. That guy, Bob, is committed to his belief. He's committed to his belief so much so that he's willing to not risk. And that's not the word I want to use. He's willing to put advertising in place. Put a scripture in place of where advertising can go in order to spread his belief to everyone who drives up and down that street. To everyone who drives up and down that street, they're getting the word of Jesus Christ every single day because of Bob. Because of Bob and his commitment to his belief system. He's willing to waive his advertising. He's willing to push his advertising aside. But the thing is, he's got one of the most successful furniture stores in this city. Because the people who believe what Bob believes, they will support Bob, even if he's a few dollars more. So, what do you believe in? What does your business believe in? Nike believes in something enough that they're willing to sacrifice everything for it. A lot of people think that Kaepernick was the cause for Nike's decline in stocks for the last couple of days, and it wasn't. You know, if you look at their stock portfolio, I mean, if you look at, their stock, you'll see that, no, that wasn't it. And if you're smart, you'll buy Nike because what did I do? I bought Nike. Why did I buy Nike? I bought Nike stock because I believe in what Nike did. And whether you believe in what Nike did or not, the lesson you can get from this is what? Believe in something, even when it comes to your business. Even when it comes to your business. I'll give you a perfect example. That was odd that flew all the way over there. You see this, guys? These are called dreadlocks, okay? I've had my dreadlocks for about almost 15 years now, I think. And I know beyond the shadow of a doubt, I have lost business because of my locks. Because of my locks. But I won't cut them. Because business is not that important to me. Business is not more important than my personal journey and self-expression. It's not. I know for sure. There are people who told me that. I'll give you another quick story. I probably mentioned this in another mastery. But I even had a client, one of my best clients is, in fact, one of my best clients. He told me, this is a white guy. This is a white man, okay? He told me to my face after we started doing business together, he said to me, when I first saw you walk in the room, I completely discounted you. I saw your dreadlocks and I completely discounted you. But when you stood up and started talking, I think that was on my videos lesson. So see if you can find the lesson on videos, and I talked about that. But he says, when you stood up and started to speak, I knew that I would hire you because I knew that you knew what you were talking about. Okay? This is a guy who saw me, immediately judged me because of my locks, but ended up hiring me because he gave me the opportunity to express myself verbally, and he saw that I knew what I was talking about. Now, take him and multiply him by 10, the amount of people who don't do business with me because of my locks or because I'm black. That's the reality that I have to deal with. I can't change my skin complexion. I can cut my locks if I chose to. I don't, but I can't change my skin complexion. And there are people who won't do business with me because I'm black. And I'm fine with it. I'm not going to try to do anything differently for that, to overcome that, to compensate for that. So, what do you believe in, guys? What do you believe in? There are people right now who are shooting videos of themselves burning Nike shoes. And I do want to say this one thing. It burns me up. Not because they're burning the shoes, but because they're freaking burning the shoes. There are people right now who need shoes. And you're freaking burning his shoes because of ego? Nike supports Colin Kaepernick, so I'm boycotting Nike and I'm burning the shoes. Fucking that burns me up. And I want you to think about, and I'm going to use this term. I want you to think about how freaking moronic that is. How just completely asinine that is. People who disagree with Colin Kaepernick, they disagree with him because he kneels during the doggone Star Spangled Banner. He kneels. They say it disrespects police. They say it disrespects the military, servicemen, veterans. Let me put this in perspective for you guys who think that burning shoes is a way to get back at Colin Kaepernick, a way to get back at Nike. Let me put this in perspective for you. There are veterans and there are police officers and their families who have no shoes. You're telling me that a homeless veteran who has no shoes and your stinking ego, you're telling me your ego is more important than actually supporting the people who you claim you're supporting in the first place? My mind is blown. My mind is blown. How does a logically thinking human being say, I support the veterans, I support police officers, so I disagree with kneeling? And at the same time, Nike supports the kneeling. I disagree with Nike, so I will burn their shoes. Why don't you just give the shoes to veterans? Why don't you just give the shoes to police officer families? Why don't you give the shoes to a homeless person who might need some shoes? Let go of your freaking ego for 5 minutes. Mind blown. Mind blown. That type of thing beyond blows me away. Which is why I ran out and bought Nike stock today. Because I'm standing for what Nike stands for, which is social justice and social change. You may not believe in social justice and social change. For all you shoe burners. But even if you don't, believe in helping the cause that you claim to be helping or claim to be supporting in the first place. Support the veterans. Support the police. Boycott Nike all you want, okay? And you don't need my permission to do anything because you're going to do what you want to do anyway. But my challenge to you is this. Boycott Nike all you want. Hashtag boycott Nike. Don't buy anything from Nike. Fine. But don't freaking burn your shoes. Give them to someone who can benefit from having shoes. Oh my gosh, man. Oh my gosh. I've never seen such level of hatred and ignorance mixed up in such a bunch. And I'm not a big fan of calling people names and putting people down, but I can't fathom how a logically thinking person feels that it makes sense to burn shoes when people are without shoes. They're without shoes. Well, my political rant is over. I'm done. So, the lesson I want you to take away from this is this. If you're in business, identify what you stand for and stand behind whatever it is you stand for. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on as far as this whole thing with Nike. I don't care if you agree with me. I don't care if you don't agree with me. It doesn't matter. I don't care at the end of the day. I get paid either whatever your comments are, your thoughts are about me. And here's the reality of it. If you're on the opposite side of the spectrum, you probably weren't my client anyway, and I probably wouldn't have wanted you for a client. So I'm not losing anything at the end of the day. So I don't care what you do with my business. However, I do care that you think sensibly, help the world in whatever way you can. And if you're in business, stand strong behind whatever your stance is. Stand strong behind it. If you don't care about social injustice, you think Nike has done such a horrible thing, stand behind it, and stand behind it with a vigor, and stand behind it with conviction. Stand behind it with big conviction, because there are going to be other people who believe exactly what you believe, and they'll support you. And then you have logically thinking people who won't. Take care.